And welcome back. So, in the last episode, we finally got a tent. There it is, our medium traveler's tent. So, I mean, we've done a lot of exploring throughout the Anvil County area. So, I still want to explore around here some, actually. So we might divert attention away from over here for now, because that's quite a bit further than that's outside of Anvil County. While I'm okay traveling there, I still want to see if there's any more. So I haven't gone out along here quite yet, along the coastline. We went all the way to Gwedden Farm, but we didn't go, you know, out and around here and stuff and see what kind of... There might be some shipwrecks along the coast here. You never know. Maybe even some caves along here that we can check out. So, yeah. And I'm sure we'll get to go ahead and use the new tent up. I bought a lot of food, actually. Went ahead and stocked up on it. Quite a bit. Yep. So, yeah, it's still pretty early in the morning. We'll get a head start. But, got Flavius and Thea now. So that's good. I mean, Flavius kind of strikes me as he's probably supposed to be a battle mage. And Thea, well, I assume just a warrior. You know what, we'll go out by the castle, actually. Ugh. Yeah, summer pollen here really makes my sinuses drain real hard. So, no, you know, I've got the DLC delay, by Arthmore, something like that. Got his DLC delay in this, so hopefully, from what I can tell so far, you know, the DLCs haven't activated, so to speak, but I assume they're running in a sense, like their content is in the game, but not actively running. Pretty sure I've spoken with the Countess of Anvil. I don't think she has anything else to offer, really, so... Oh, I did say I was gonna get a third companion. That's right, but, I mean... maybe we can find one in another inn or something, I don't know. Alright, let's check where we are on the map. Yeah, right along the coast, so go ahead and save. Always good to save frequently. Very frequently. As frequently as possible. And even then, it might not be frequent enough. Oh, dang it. Nice. Nicely done. Alright, let's keep traveling. Oh. Is that Macer? Maybe. You know, I made a whole bunch of these. Good time to start using them. I was regaining fatigue even while running. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good potion there. In combination with my athletics. Gwarn's athletics, I guess I should say. Oh. What ship is that? That looks like they're... It's odd. It's sitting right outside, right off the... Huh. Oh! What boat is that, though? There are definitely people on that, too. I can see them moving. One of them looks like their head's on fire. Let's go ahead and, I guess climb down and see what... Dunbarrow Cave. Ugh. Oh. Aha, I knew that was something. I just can't seem... There we go. Alright, so... One door to Smuggler's Cave. What? I thought that was... Dunbarrow Cove. Okay, let's check it out. Hello. There's stuff in here. Okay. Okay. More stuff. More. That's always good. Well, sometimes it's good. Crystal ball. That's not worth nothing. It's always good to have another torch. These treasures are not... They're not very good, I'm noticing. The locked room. Oh, good grief. Alright, I have to fix that. Oh. More torches. Followers of the Grey Fox? So the fox children... I'm gonna take that. That could come in handy later. Oh, jeez. Oh. That, thought that root was a creature of some kind. Okay. Ah, food's always good. Okay, let's try this one first. Hello? That right there will prove to be of some use. I just know it. Just know it. Oh my goodness. Mysterious door. What? What's that? A steel cutlass. Well, let's have a look see in here. So, yes. I can hear the skeletons creaking away. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. It's the spring and summer, the pollen that it kicks up is so bad sometimes. Causes so much mucus. It's ridiculous.
You can do.
Man, that's a lot of steel cutlasses, but they're not worth enough for me to pick them all up. Alright, watch out, guys. Seriously. Thank you. Oh, wow.
Crabs more fit.
Indeed. I assume you were shooting me. I think Flavios is off handling skeletons on his own. Unless he died. Haha! We are successful. Take a lot of sword wax to the face though, it feels like. I'm getting some cutlasses at least. For all that's worth. Could be a cat. Hey, hey, hey. Do you believe we found ourselves a well... it's a ship at least. It's... not the ship we wanted. But it's a start. I am certainly claiming this as my own. Oh. I'm gonna be drinking a lot of these fatigue potions. Just to be able to sprint around. At least they stack. So if I drink 2, I can run even longer. Wow. More to the black flag. Well, let's check out the black flag then. No. Yeah, it's cheap, but oh, they're even store. Right, beds. We've got some beds. We've got storage space. Silver spoon, huh? I would say that's worth it, actually. Oh, another trap door. No treasure.
Go on.
Okay. Right, come on. You've got 4 torches. Why are you not carrying a torch?
Yes?
You know what? I'm gonna give you a torch too. Holy crap, you have some gold. I'm taking your gold. Taking your item stuff here too. And I am going to give you I forgot what I was gonna give him. Ah, torches. That's right. Everyone needs torches. There we go. Ah. Whatever. Let's go ahead and get back up. Captain's quarters. Should we actually, yeah, we should probably clear out down there as well. Granted, it's the captain's quarters, but came from this way. Let's go ahead and have another potion. Aha. Nice. Nicely done, nicely done. So, this crew was cursed clearly to haunt this place until, well, someone like me came along, I guess. Why do I keep dodge rolling? Needs to quit. Alright. Oh. Was hoping for, better loot, but... Oh, I guess it shouldn't surprise me that it's been cleared out by this point. Maybe they return after it's been abandoned for so long to protect it. That would be quite the thing, wouldn't it? And to keep out an infestation of creatures that are too weak, like rats or something. I'm not sure why this is like really down here, unless. Wow, really? Most of their ship came in here and they run around and it collapsed or something? What's that? No, nothing, just a wall. Just me seeing things on the wall. That's great. Ooh, oh. Okay. So they must have came. They must have come in from there and around. They must have moved the ship and after it caved in and everything. Okay. It's something like that, right? It's quite their story, really. Truly. Okay, let's go ahead and head back up. I don't have my sword out. Water was slowing us down quite a bit. Wow. I should probably eat that whole cheese wheel. Oh, I was just down by the water too. Oh, did I get a disease? Brain rot. Of course. Good thing I have one. One cure disease. I've got a few more though. I managed to find something a combination that made them, so. Definitely have to keep my eyes out for more. Alchemy is very useful. Alright. Time for the captain's quarters. Alright. Let's go ahead and generate our stamina. There we go. Already tired. Wow. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay.
It's over with. crabs more fierce than you. I'm on your side.
Well, the heat of the moment, you know, sometimes it's pretty difficult to tell where I'm swinging, okay? He doesn't have a special cutlass. Well. Oh. Okay. 3E286 or thereabouts. I'm gonna have a drink first. Hold on. Okay. I'm finding it unlikely that anyone will be finding this journal. But if they do, know that here be written the last words of the great captain Toradan Ap Dugal, Scourge of the Abyssian Sea. Oh, I suppose that's got a different curve to the end. Terror of the Gold Coast, Cutthroat of Hunding Bay, and Lord Captain of the Red Saber. The finest band o' buccaneers and pirates e'er to sail Tamriel. I ain't a man with much use for words. I ain't never been to no academies, and I ain't never wrote no books. Words ain't never earned me no gold, so they's worthless to me. That's why you have quartermasters and first mates. But I'm gonna be setting my last thoughts down here on paper, 'cause I ain't got much time left here, and it's every old man's right to have his words heard. Now, me business was fighting, sailing, and looting. I became a leader of sailing men, the most feared in history, or so they tells me. Now, before you be getting ahead of yourself, let me be warning ye that me tale does not end well, as I'm sure you can see from wherever ye found me rotten bones in this god's cursed cavern. I was born in a little town on the north coast of Skyrim called Dunbarrow. Really? Me mother was a wench, and me father was a right bastard. The only thing that either of 'em e'er did for me was doing me the favor of selling me off to a captain when I were 9. That captain, he taught me everything I'd e'er need to know about sailing, and a few things about the rest too. You see, he were a smuggler, and he taught me all about smuggling and avoiding the Imperial Navy, as he run the schooner route from Daggerfall to Vivek. Shame he were caught and hung. He were as close to a daddy as this old pirate e'er knew. Closer than that bastard what sold me off e'er were. That's for sure. Oh. Okay. Time for part 2. After the captain were hung, I got around Hammerfell a lot. Fell in with a few crews here and there, and after a time got myself hired on as midshipman on Captain Kaladas's rig. Of course, Kaladas was a drunkard, and the damn fool ran his own ship aground in Anvil afore we could any real pirating done. So embarrassed were he that he drank himself to death in one of the pisshole taverns in this flat little seawater town. So there we're in a backwater port when the war against the usurper broke out. I were out on hire with a rickety tub and her worthless rot of a captain when the Imperial Navy stole every pirate ship in port to go and fight their war. It was coming back into dock when we heard about it. Now only a fool doesn't bite when he smells blood in the water, and that captain of ours was gonna hand his rudder over to the Navy. The rest of us, well, we didn't so much like that. We cut his throat and tossed his worthless carcass to the depths for Hermas Mora to feast on. The rest of us put keel to this mud hole and broke for the nearest cove to lay low for a while. Now, the thing that I learned about war is that it's profitable for just about everyone except for the poor bastards that actually have to go and fight it. While the Navy were busy putting down the revolution, they were too busy to worry about a bunch of pirates running up and down the Gold Coast. And even better for us, the Navy was needing a stream of supplies up in High Rock to fight and didn't have the ships to escort them. In case you don't be knowing, cargo vessels without escort is a pirate's best friend. In just a couple of years, I had every buccaneer from here to Valenwood flying under me flag. We had dozens of ships and crew, and more men joined on every day. Soldiers and sailors, cast-offs from the war, escaped prisoners. They were the best cutthroats and sons of whores that a pirate captain could ever wish for. It brings a tear to me eye to think of them all. But even better than the men were the ships, captured Navy cutters, refitted privateer galleons, had a few of them Bosmer ships with the funny living sails in my fleet. Oh wow. The finest ship I saved for myself, the Black Flag. You'll find her rotting hull around here. She don't look like much now, but I can tell you that in her day, that weren't no vessel she couldn't outrun. All these men and ships, we called ourselves the Red Saber. The merchant ships called us Death on the Seas. We got to be so feared that most crews just abandoned ship when they seen our flag on the horizon. With no navy to stop us, Captain Torridan at Dugal and the Red Saber was known all over the east. Now, I ain't one to brag, but the Empire had a bounty on me of 40,000 coins. Wow. I could buy a house and a boat for that. Now that's something to be proud of. Of course, the poor bastards couldn't never collect on it, Anvil being the wretched den that it is, and most soldiers there. Can I collect on it if I take his skull and remains to Anvil? I mean, that would be kind of cool. Worked for me anyhow. The Legion couldn't never get no one to give me up. I wish those days could have lasted forever. But you know how it is, friend. Ain't nothing good can ever last. Yeah. True enough. Captain Dugal's Journal Part 3. No, I need another drink. Hold on. Alright. I ain't got much time left. Sure, we had plenty of food down here. It lasted for years. But all this time in the wet and the dark, I got something nasty growing in me. What a terrible way to die. Not on the end of an enemy's cutlass, but because of some damn sickness. He probably should have gone outside. Gotten some cure or something. If nobody would give him up, then he could have just gone into Anvil and gotten cure disease, right? No seafaring man should die like this. At least I can still hear the water. But I was telling the story of how I got mine, weren't I? I cursed the day that the Cameron usurper died at that war ended, 'cause it was that day that Commodore Fasil Umbranox turned his attention to the Red Saber. Oh boy. A couple of months after the war, that fat pompous bastard decided to come down here to Anvil and take up port in my town, looking to break up the Red Saber. The Emperor gave him whatever he asked for to campaign against us, despite the coffers being empty from the war in High Rock. I wonder. When Umbranox couldn't get what he needed from my men in Anvil, he set out looking all over the Abyssian Sea for the Black Flag. There are hundreds of islands in the Abyssian. And he landed a crew on each one. He rooted out my men where he could find them, hung those who weren't willing to go peacefully, and jailed those who laid down arms. No matter for many ships and men it cost him, he kept coming with more and more. We couldn't never get ahead of him, and we couldn't never mount a counterattack. It took him 4 years and a hell of a lot of ships, but that sea rat finally tracked me down. It were me own fault, anyway, if I never made the mistake I made. He'd have died before he found me, but a man has to stand up for his mistakes, no matter if it cost him. Besides, ain't like I'll be fooling ye, since you're likely staring at me bones as you're reading this. Yeah, Umbernox had his main force out of port following a lead that I planted. I set sail back to Anvil, hoping to catch him off guard, capture the boats he left behind, and fight him with his own ships in Anvil Bay. Ha! Can you imagine the look on his pig's face if it'd have worked? I thought I'd finally get the horse and to show his face in a proper fight. I should have known. But he had men waiting there for me. Don't sound good. And a hell of a pirate in life. We fought like hell, but we were trapped in the bay. The Navy men set the town on fire to keep us from fleeing onto land. I'm sure that the fine citizens of Cyrodiil didn't weep for the torching of a town of thieves. The main force of Imperial dogs held us until Umbernox showed up in his flagship. Umbernox fought me to the last ship, and in the end, the bay was filled with sunken and burning boats. If I weren't fighting for me life, I'd have probably thought it were beautiful. So the black flag and Umbernox's rickety tub were the only ones that were still floating and fighting when dawn come. So I did what any pirate with sense would do. I tried to run. Hold on. Alright, where was I? Now understand, I'm a right bastard in me own way. I'm a pirate, a murderer, a thief, and I certainly ain't never believed in a fair fight. But there's a line in an unspoken code between sailing men, and Umbernox went too far. He had mages on his ship. Mages ain't never been allowed on my boats. They're no good. Bad luck. And I don't trust him. Turns out I was right. You probably should have had mages on your boat. They can do what cannons can do with their hands. I cut across the south side. Well, properly trained ones. Well-trained ones can. I cut across the south side of the bay along the huge cliff wall that used to be there. I had me helmsman stay as close as he could to the cursed cliff. I could hear those mages from the deck of Umbernox's ship yelling some nonsense into the wind. A few rocks fell onto my deck, a few more, and then the whole bloody cliff came. Oh. Crashing down on top of me. Now don't you worry, I didn't die just then. The cliff collapsed around the ship, making this damned cavern. Better it just fell on us, but no. It sealed the Black Flag, her crew, and me under tons of rock. We were buggered. So this wasn't originally here. Oh wow. Interesting. I seen my own blood more times than I could ever count, but seeing the ragged mess that just come up out of me lungs just now is the only time I ever been afraid of it. I guess I should be getting to the last bit of me story. Me and me crew were trapped down here, never to see the light again, or some rot. We tried digging out, they tried blasting out. We tried calling to the Nines and the Daedric Princes for help. Nothing worked. Some of the men went crazy when we figured out that there were no getting out, but most of us just accepted what fate had dealt us. We made the hulk of the Black Flag into the best home that we could, and tried making a life of it down here. We had plenty of stores with us, and since most of the crew were killed in the fight, it was more than enough to go around. I will tell you though, that you ain't known suffering until you ate nothing but hard rations for 20-some years. All the pain I ever caused anyone has been paid back to me tenfold in having to eat the same filth every day for the whole time I've been down here. Then Grim died off. Grim was the first, and one by one the boys had been dropping off. They all got the same sickness I ended up with. We buried them when we could, threw them in the water when we didn't have strength to bury them. Finally, we just made them walk to the far side of the cavern a couple of days before the sickness ran its course. I'm the last. And I suppose that makes sense. The great Captain Dugal defeated by Vasil Embernox and buried alive forever. I wonder what became of Anvil. Probably let it burn and swept the ashes into the sea. Embernox probably went back to the Imperial City to pat himself on the back and be rewarded with lands and titles. Actually, didn't he look like continue searching for him or something forever? Something like that. Like I said way back in the beginning, I don't expect nobody to ever read this, but if by chance someone does find my carcass down here in this pit, do an old seaman a favor. Track down whatever descendants that fat old sack Embernox may have, and tell him that Toradan at Dugal says hello. Alright. Quite the tale on how this area formed, and a sad tale. Do I have a cutlass with me? Yes, I do. So I am gonna give.
What can I do for you?
You the cutlass. I'm actually gonna take the captain's cutlass, and when I can, I will enchant it and, well, name it Captain Dugal's Cutlass. So, yeah. Ooh, hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and find our way out of here. And I don't know that we can do anything here yet. Quite the tale. Quite the tale. Part of me is glad we discovered it. Know what happened to that pirate and whatnot, so that's something. It's always something. Alright. Cool. Go ahead and oh, yes, nice. Very odd, I can't seem to look up and down. So... Uh-oh. That's no good. I am attempting to, go up and down. Oh my. Yes, that's... Okay, there we go. That was weird. What are these? This headset wants to die already. There we go. There we go. So, yeah. So there was like a big cliff there, and they must have carved the wall out of some of the walls, some of the cliff. Then they must have discovered it at some point. Someone must have discovered it and dug it out, but they never got past the Skeletons in there? Or they just closed it because the skeletons left them alone? I kinda wanna... Ah. It seems to lock up my view when I go into the water to swim.
Go on.
Okay, well, there is that, I guess. Let's get on that. All this swimming is great exercise, at least. Good grief, you know? Sometimes there are some very strange bugs. Like, I mean, it's going side to side while I'm trying to look up and down while I'm getting in the water, so yeah, it's whenever I enter the water for some reason. That's annoying, right? Right? Okay. So if I Oh, come on now. You're both gonna push me off a cliff. That's cool. You know, neither of you are getting paid. Oh, God. I'm already out of fatigue. And it made me draw. Alright. The cliffy area here. And it does not like for travel. No, no it does not. I need to eat more, or am I just extremely tired? Oh, what? Oh, come on, no. Oh, no, no, that's... Come on now, come on. Why are you pushing me off this, too? Are you really trying to just force me into the water? Ah! You know, Thea, you're starting to get on my nerves. You've literally trapped me between a rock and a hard place. Quite annoying. Quite annoying. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh. Quite annoying. Yes, stay in the water. Stay down there. Do not climb up in my face so far. Thank you. Gosh. Those zombies, what the hell? Alright. My oh my. Ah, there we are. Somewhere to climb back up to the top here. Finally. You know, am I looking at elsewhere actually? Oh my god. Oh, I'm looking at Valen 1. Oh, it's amazing. That's awesome. That's really awesome. It's got that mysterious fog and it's got lots of trees. At least it's got lots of trees, so. Oh. Sliding off the rocks because I don't have enough acrobatic skill. Oh god, and I keep running out of fatigue. Always with. Oh, really? We're stuck in between rocks. Yes, we are. Come on now, hurry. To the docks. The pearls aren't sticking at least, so it's good. Hello. Oh. The fuck is that? Sea urchins? Oh my goodness. Really? Okay. Oh my. Yay, pearls. Fuck our sea urchins. Wow. Alright, the house up there. I really want to just collect more pearls, and actually, you know what, we can. We'll go ahead and, these are surprisingly nice mud crabs. Ah, that's the one thing I hate about traversing rocky terrain in this. Alright. Come on now. get up here and find some flat, even terrain and camp out. Probably right there. Alright, oh. Yeah, we'll go ahead and, nice. Although, this is a medium tent, really? Looks like a single tent. Maybe there are better tents somewhere else. Or maybe I'm really gonna have to carry a tent. No, I guess I won't. Oh crap, I lit myself on fire by doing that. Okay. Alright. We made it to the shore, so... yeah. We'll see you guys next time.